CatholicVote.org wanted to make their position clear on same-sex marriage. Now, after the Supreme Court decided that marriage equality is something that is constitutional and should be protected in the United States, a number of conservative groups did release statements about it. But CatholicVote.org actually approached this from a very different angle. Take a look at the first video.
Most people probably think I'm already weird anyway, so I mean, I don't think society's impression of me is going to change drastically based on one or two discoveries that come to light after this video. Or
pretty scary, you know? You wonder, how many people can I really, truly, honestly be open with?
I've tried to change this before, but it's too important to me.
I actually think marriage is between a man and a woman.
I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman. I already have an idea of what marriage should be. That will never change.
at the end of the day, I think we don't need to truly be ashamed of how we really feel about things, so just be you.
All right, we have two other videos that we'll get to, but I love how it started because it's a video put together by Catholics, and they're like, I don't know, I feel like this is really hard to come out and say, and you're thinking like, oh my God, they're gonna support same-sex marriage, this is great, they're young, and then all of a sudden they're like, we don't like gay people, how about that?
Yeah. I'm going to go a step further. It's made to make you think that they're coming out. They're saying, fuck gay people and having to come out and possibly being stigmatized. No, we are coming out of the closet as being for traditional marriage.
We're the real victims here. People might think we're weird.
That there's some, I guess it's not a parody. I guess it's not. I hope that it is. Like, can you imagine like coming in as an actor or being the director? Like, holy shit, we're jokes. That we're going to be the laughing stock of the entire country if we air this thing. You remember that The Storm Is Coming? That wasn't as embarrassing as this.
There's more. Let's take a look at the next video.
I know a lot of people who are gay. I have friends who are gay. I don't fear them, They're wonderful people. I love them. What I do feel insecure about is speaking from the heart and being really open and honest about what I believe.
I mean, I love my friends. Several of them happen to be gay. How would it not be the case that the ever-loving Creator who gave us everything we have doesn't love us?
Some of my best friends are gay.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. I just don't want them to have the same rights as me.
Yeah, look, I wanted to send a message out to the actors in that video. It gets better, because when you finally come to grips with what you actually are, you will find that we will be as inviting and tolerant of you as we were of those who are already out of the closet. Look, nobody who's 16 or 17 or whatever they are cares as much about same-sex marriage unless, one, they're secretly gay, or two, they've been raised to be incredibly religious and they have just not yet had that point, the stimulus to question it at all. And I'm an atheist, I'm an outspoken atheist now. There was a period where I just hadn't yet thought about it. I was just waiting for that 1 second to realize, oh wait, this has all been complete bullshit. I've been lied to my entire life. This is actually the truth. They're just waiting for that. I don't know what's going to trigger it. But this is what they're getting up to in the meantime. It's just so obviously pathetic. Even if you're religious, you should be able to look at that and laugh.
I just love how the entire video, if you watch it in its entirety, and it's not just one video, they released two, I believe, it makes it seem as though members of the Catholic Church are the real victims. And we've seen it time and time again with those who argue that marriage equality is religious persecution. But it's not religious persecution. Again, in the United States, you are allowed to practice whatever religion you want. And as long as you practice that religion, you can abide by whatever rules and regulations it indicates.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you get to take your religious beliefs and dictate the lives of other people. It doesn't mean that you take your religious beliefs and tell other individuals what they can and cannot do. Your religion tells you what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
So you are not a victim. You are allowed to practice your religion. And if you are a Catholic individual who thinks that gay marriage is wrong, then don't get married to someone with the same sex as you. It's that simple.
Yes.
If you don't believe in reproductive rights, don't get an abortion. If you don't believe in birth control, stop taking your damn birth control pills, because I know you're taking your birth control pills. I mean, you look at the statistics, and a ton of Catholics are doing it. Right? So stop judging other people and stop throwing stones when you're living in a glass house, especially when your performance in that video indicates that you might not be as straight as you're trying to make it seem. Now let's take a look at the third video.
The best way to kind of break down all these barriers, is to just get to know people one-on-one. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone.
ridiculous.
It's got to be a parody. There's no way they're being serious. The only way to get past this is to speak one-on-one to religious people who hate gay marriage.
But speak truth with love.
Yes, with love.
Okay? You tell those people they can't get married, but do it with love. They're the real victims, John. Don't you understand?
Just, like,
don't you understand?
You can still have a straight marriage, I think. Maybe I haven't read the whole decision from the Supreme Court. I'm pretty sure you can still have a straight marriage. You're not going to be beaten for being anti-marriage like gays have traditionally been beaten. You're not going to be strung up against a fence and killed like gays have traditionally been for being gay. You're not going to be denied any rights whatsoever. In fact, most of you who are white Christians, you're going to have as many rights as any human has ever had in the history of the earth. As Anna said, your religion tells you what to do. If you believe it very literally, then I would say that it's lying to you, it's misleading you, it's taking you down an unnecessary path and filling you with shame that's going to cause you to have sexual dysfunctions later on in life. But it's only about you.
It's only about you. And if you are genuinely a Catholic believer, then why don't you just live your life and rejoice in the fact that you think people who don't follow your religion are going to burn in eternal damnation?
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to go around trying to limit their rights. Live your life the way you see fit, and we'll see what happens later.